It's the season 10 live stream premiere of Irish Bandit Revolution. How is everyone doing today? How has everyone been doing since the season 9 finale? Hope everybody is doing great. I, as always, am your host, the one, the only, the second Irish Bandit, back to kick off another great season of Irish Bandit Revolution. And yes, this is the 10th season. This is 3 years that I've been doing this on YouTube, and my how time flies since that very first season. You know, looking back on the very first season of Irish Bandit Revolution 3 years ago, you could tell that I was kind of iffy throughout the whole thing. But I think as the show has progressed and as I have progressed doing all the videos on YouTube, I'm now up to over 200 videos now. You've seen a real change in me. I'm more outgoing a little bit more now with everything. And who would have ever guessed that I'd ever start doing live videos as well? So, very happy with the progression that I have made personally because I've never been camera shy, but you know, when you start out something, you're a little, on a little bit of thin ice and you don't know how it's gonna take. So, I've gotten a lot of great advice from a lot of great people, some very good friends saying, keep at it, and that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna keep at it. I'm gonna keep doing what I want to do, what I love to do. Aside from Irish Bandit Revolution, of course, you have the High Five, you have Toy Chest, which, okay, I keep saying that I've got like three more reviews to do for the Toy Chest. I never get them done. Procrastination on my part. I'm going to get better with this. Something's missing. Pardon me one moment. The joys of live streaming. Oh, here we go. Normally, for an episode of Irish Bandit Revolution, I have one of my pop figures up here, and I totally forgot to do that before I went live. So, Darkwing Duck gets the honor of being the first pop put up here for the season 10 premiere. All right, well, just chill out there, Darkwing, and we're going to have a great time today with the episode. Got a lot of stuff to cover today. The first thing that I want to talk about, well, of course, is, 3 years on YouTube, making videos, putting stuff out there. I never, when I started doing videos, I wanted to, just do, not show my face, but then all of a sudden it's like, you know what, so what? So what if I show my face? Not the worst thing in the world. So, the first real big videos that I did were the Macho Man DVD unboxing and the Sons of Anarchy book review, and the book review is still getting great views to this day, so I'm very happy about that. And then all of a sudden, it was like, hey, why don't I just show my face and thank everyone for the views on the book review? And that's what spiraled, and I'm more of an outgoing individual when I have a camera in front of me instead of when I'm behind the camera. So I kind of mix things up a little bit from time to time. I'll do a review, like a figure review, uh, you know, just showing that and you only seeing my hand. But when I'm doing an Irish Bandit Revolution or a High Five or a pay-per-view prediction or a product review like the World Heavyweight Championship or the Universal Championship, I gotta be out there. So yeah, 3 years, and I see no signs of stopping. This is 10th season, and I've got up to season 14 planned out. That's how far in advance I plan things. Nothing for 15 yet. Let's get past 11 in July, and then we'll see from there. So yeah, I just want to thank you guys for 3 great years. This Saturday, St. Patrick's Day, is going to mark the official third year of me doing videos on YouTube, and it's just been a blast. Yeah, there's been a little bit of burnout, but I've been handling it okay. I did have to take January off because of a mix of burnout and my depression coming really back really hardcore. But I think I've gotten through that, and I think I'm okay now. So we'll see how everything goes. All right, well, there is other things that I want to talk about. A little later on in the live stream, I'm going to talk about what's to come this season, but there are a couple of things that I want to get to before then. First and foremost, I just recently upgraded my cell phone plan and I got myself a new phone. And it's a phone that I never, and I always said no, I'd never get one. I'm happy with my Android, but I bit the bullet and I finally got myself an iPhone 6, and I gotta say that I absolutely love the iPhone 6. It is a fantastic, fantastic phone, like no question. Like I like Android, but I don't know. There's just something about the iPhone that I'm really enjoying. And you have those people who say, "Oh, well, I don't understand." If you're going from iPhone to Android, you have those people who are saying, "Oh, I don't understand Android," or you got those people that are going from Android to iPhone saying, "Oh, I don't understand iPhone." I understood it quick. Like I picked up on Android right away. Like I'm filming this on my old LG G4 Vigor that I was using for the last 2 years, but I went to iPhone and I just picked up on it quickly. Maybe it could be because of the fact that I was using my iPod for so long, which it's not that different. Like it is different, but it's not because you have iOS and you have that. So, maybe that's why I picked up on it so quickly. Android is easy to get, like once you start using it. It's so easy to get. So maybe it was because of my iPod that I picked up on the iPhone so quick. But I absolutely love it, and it didn't cost me anything. Well, that's not technically true. It was $0 when I picked it up, but I'm going to be paying monthly for the next 24 months. So I don't, it's not too much. It's only like $20 a month I'm paying for it. It's like 450 bucks. But if I'm paying monthly on it, I'm okay with that. I pay my bill on time anyhow. So, but I absolutely love it. Only thing is, so far I've noticed with the messages is that whenever somebody sends me a message, it kind of shows up above the message that I sent them. But hopefully they do an update soon on iOS that'll fix that. And now I have something to use as my as a backlight for for my phone or for my LG. And see, the light isn't all that bright either. Like I mean, the light on my LG G4 Vigor is a lot brighter than this. So it looks good. It's something I'll continue to use. And the iPhone, since I got it Friday, has just been a dream. Honestly, I had all my stuff back up from my iPod, like all my music, and I signed up for Apple Music, and I've been just downloading like crazy ever since. I have 3 months free, and I'm gonna abuse the crap out of that. It's gonna be download a whole bunch of music, and then the day before my 3 month trial offer ends, cancel. But even with that, 9.99, I just have to make sure I have $10 in my bank account because I have it linked up to my PayPal, and as long as I have $10 in my bank account, PayPal will take that out, and it's done. I've also been thinking about hooking up my um, linking my Netflix account to PayPal, and that way 10.99 that comes out. It's really not all that much in the grand scheme of things. So maybe I'll do that. I got an itch. Again, joys of live stream. I can't cut to to scratch an itch. So yeah, the iPhone has really been wonderful. I love it, and I got a lot of friends who use the iPhone as well. So I'm on iMessages, and that really has dropped down my text messaging a lot. Because when you look at my text messages normally, like before I got the iPod, that was actually my mom's. She gave it to me after she passed away. But before I got the iPod, I would check my text messages, and I'd have like, well, before I even got internet hooked up to my house, I have like over 1,000 text messages a month. Thank God I had unlimited text messaging at that point. But once I got the iPod, I have one friend who I message on iMessenger all the time, Pink Twilight. I message her all the time on iMessenger, and that dropped my text messaging down to maybe 500 a month, maybe less. This month alone, I've only used 27. I've only sent 27 text messages. Like My billing cycle only began on the 2nd, and I've only used 27. Everybody I message is on iMessenger, so that brings everything down. So if I was on a plan where it cost me per message, it wouldn't be so bad. But since I have unlimited text messaging, I don't care. So yeah, iPhone, I really love it. It's really it's such a slick looking phone too. I just want to turn off my light here. 'Cause I don't need that flashing. And it's such a slick looking phone too. I can look at that. And I got the tempered glass uh, screen protector. And I'm not big into brand names, but I saw this Adidas case and it was like, no, that just goes with the phone so well with the plastic, clear plastic and the chrome to it. It just goes so well. So yeah, I really, really do like my iPhone. It is just a wonderful little thing, and I'm so glad I got it. Like not knocking my LG, but it was time for something new, and I think this is the new that I wanted and needed. So yeah, iPhone 6 has just been fantastic. All right, well, we talked about season three. We talked about season three. What? No, that was a long time ago. We talked about 3 years on YouTube. Talked about the iPhone. Let's talk a little music because that's something that I don't really talk about on the show a lot, and I absolutely love music. Well, I say that, but there's not a lot of new stuff that I listen to because honestly, I think what's played on the radio and radio in general is a bunch of garbage. But there's some songs that stand out and shine through, as long as they don't get overplayed. I have been really loving a couple new songs that I've been listening to on Apple Music and I've been listening to on Spotify. That being Bad Wolf's cover of the Cranberries' Zombie. What a fantastic cover that is. Like sometimes you'll get a cover that's okay, and you'll get a cover that really is not all that good. This one really exceeds the original, and the original song was so great. But the story behind it is kind of sad because Dolores O'Riordan, the lead singer of the Cranberries, was supposed to come in and do some vocal work on Bad Wolf's cover of the song. But unfortunately, before she was set to do that, she passed away on January 15th. So Bad Wolves released the cover, and I don't know if it's all proceeds, but a good portion of the proceeds are going to her children. And then the video they put out was such a wonderfully beautiful tribute to Dolores, where you had someone who was made up just like her in the original video, with the gold paint and the headdress, and she just comes on and on a big piece of glass or plastic or whatever, just smearing all that gold paint. And there's one point near the end of the video, you see her write out 11518, the day Dolores O'Riordan passed away. And that was just a beautiful tribute and such a great song. Tommy Vext is probably one of the best new singers that I've heard. And I know Bad Wolves has been around a while, but I think this is really going to bring them into the big time in the spotlight. They've been touring with Five Finger Death Punch, and he also took over for um, lead singer of Five Finger Death Punch. His name escapes me right now. It's not Ian Moody, I think. He took over for Ian Moody when he had to drop out of a tour for a little while. So Tommy Vext is an amazing singer, and first time I really, really noticed him is he actually does the vocals for WWE superstar Baron Corbin's theme song, I Bring the Darkness. And it's one of those things where, okay, when they changed his theme song, it was okay. But when they added the vocals of I Bring the Darkness to it, it just made it that much better. And I think it's one of the best themes in the WWE today. So yeah, definitely check out Bad Wolves and their cover of Zombie. Another song that I've really been loving. I'm a huge, huge, massive fan of the band Godsmack, and they just released their new single Bulletproof from their new album When Legends Rise, and it is freaking awesome. Like it's a little different from what we've heard from Godsmack before. Like when you look back on their back catalog, all the way back to their debut album, Godsmack, their self-titled debut album. You had songs like Whatever, Keep Away, Awake from the same titled album, Greed, I Stand Alone, which was one of their biggest hits because of the movie The Scorpion King. Faceless itself is just a great album. You have some fantastic songs on there, like I Stand Alone, Straight Out of Line, Realign, I Effing Hate You, keeping us PG, I Effing Hate You, Serenity, Dead and Broken, Changes. Then they followed that up with the equally fantastic Four, which had songs like Enemy, Shine Down, Speak, No Rest for the Wicked, Voodoo 2. Godsmack is probably my favorite band currently going today. And it's like I said, Bulletproof is kind of a different sound from it. It's more of a, not as heavy metal, but it's more of a, sure, let's say it, radio friendly sound. But I don't mind that. I think it's a really good song, and it is a great return for a great band. And I can't wait to hear what the rest of When Legends Rise sound like. So we'll see that the album comes out next month, and maybe I'll do a full review for you. I think I'll be doing a full review of When Legends Rise when that comes out next month. So stay tuned for that. All right, we talked about music, we talked about the iPhone. Let's get into what's happening for the rest of the season, and then we'll wrap this video up. We'll wrap up this live stream. Just bringing up my notes because when I had everything on my iPod, and then I had to transfer everything over to my tablet when I got the iPhone, because I said once I got it, if I ever got an iPhone, I was retiring the iPod, and that's exactly what I've done. All right, so we're already on the 3-year spectacular. Next week, well, I'll get into next week's episode at the end of this episode. So in 2 weeks, episode 93, we're going to be looking at my 5 favorite underrated kids shows. What I mean is that these aren't like the shows like Transformers or He-Man or Ghostbusters or anything like that. These are the ones that kind of flew under the radar, but ones that I absolutely enjoy. So they might not have lasted as long, but they really made an impact on me, and hopefully, they made an impact on you as well. Then after that, we are starting Mighty Marvel Month. Last year, I did a whole month of DC content. This year, we're going to be talking about Marvel, the ones who started it all. And in 3 weeks, we're going to start it off, only way we can start off, with a tribute to Stan the Man Lee. If it wasn't for him, there wouldn't be a Marvel. There wouldn't be, comic books wouldn't be what they are today. So we're going to be talking about him. Then we're going to be doing a 3-part movie retrospective on the X-Men, Wolverine, and Deadpool movies. We're going to talk about it all, starting from X-Men. I have just about every movie. I don't have them all, but I have just about every movie. X-Men, X2, and X-Men The Last Stand will be episode 95. Episode 96 will be X-Men Origins Wolverine. I'll get into my thoughts then. We're going to be talking about First Class, which was a fantastic movie, and The Wolverine, which was a much better movie than Origins. Then in the final episode, we're going to be talking about X-Men Days of Future Past, Logan, Deadpool, which, great movie. I watched it again this weekend. It's just as great as the first time I watched it. And we're also going to be talking about X-Men Apocalypse, and we're going to talk a little bit about X-Men Dark Phoenix. And then following that, on the episode 98, we're going to be talking about my 5 favorite Marvel characters. After that is going to be best and worst Marvel movies, where I'm going to bring everything into consideration, all the X-Men movies, all the Fantastic Four movies, all the Avengers movies, Spider-Man, Daredevil. You're going to be surprised where that one ranks, because, actually it's going to be ranking on 2 different lists. So you'll see what I talk about. So yeah, best and worst. And then we're going to wrap up this season. Normally I like to do a live episode at the end of the season, but the season finale isn't going to be live because I need to pre-tape this because, well, it's a My 5. But it's no ordinary My 5. It is the 100th episode special where I'm going to be talking about my 5 favorite episodes. I'm going to get a little egotistical, but I'm going to be talking about my 5 favorite episodes of Irish Bandit Revolution, the ones that stick out to me as the ones that really define this series. And that'll wrap it up for season 10, and then we're going to go into season 11. I'll talk more about season 11 at the end of this season. So, hope you join me for that, and I hope you enjoy Mighty Marvel Month. I'm working on a trailer for that right now. I'll post it as soon as I can, as soon as it's finished. But I think you guys are going to enjoy Mighty Marvel Month with everything we talk about. All right, well, I think it's about time to wrap up this live stream. We are at 20 minutes and 40 seconds, so I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you watched it later, I hope you enjoyed it as well. Give this video a big thumbs up if you did. What are you looking forward to in Season 10? Let me know in the comments section down below. Don't forget to share this video anywhere you can on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, wherever. In the link below, in the description below, there is a link to my Redbubble store where you can pick up all your favorite Irish Bandit merchandise. We've got t-shirts, we've got leggings, we've got travel mugs, coffee mugs. We've got phones for iPhone and Galaxy. We've got stickers, as you just saw, and a whole bunch of all other good products. Click the link. I do get a small percentage of the profits, but all those will go towards making this a better channel. And you're under no obligation to buy anything, but it'd be really cool if you did. What else do I have to talk about? Oh, yes. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. And if you're already subscribed, don't forget to tap that bell. YouTube has been very flaky lately when it comes to things like notifications and going into people's sub boxes. So just keep looking, and don't forget to check the main page every once in a while or anything like that. Pardon me, one moment. Oh, that's chunky and disgusting. I'm sorry for that. But, live broadcast. What can I do? Let me just check here. Okay. All right, let's talk about next week's episode. Next week, Rank It returns as I am ranking all 8 seasons. Yes, this is going to be a tough one. Well, it's going to be a long one, that's for sure. And I'm trying to get because I have all 8 seasons of this show in a complete package. But we're going to be ranking one of my favorite sitcoms, That 70s Show, from best to worst to best, if you can say worst. But we're going to be ranking all 8 seasons, and I'm going to tell you which season is my favorite. So be sure to join me for a groovy good time on Rank It for That 70s Show. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this live stream. I sure as hell did. And I can't wait to see you all again for next week's episode of Irish Bandit Revolution, as we've only just begun. All right, guys, have a great rest of your week, and I will talk to you again next week for another edition of Irish Bandit Revolution. I'm the Bandit, and I'm out of here. Take care and have a great rest of the day.